So I'm going to do a quick little video here. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to make it up as I go along, but what I feel like the gear shifter on the SMT 890 is actually a little bit too high set from factory, and what I seem to do occasionally is just not lift my foot up far enough to make a positive gear change, and I've heard other people mention it too. So what I'm thinking is if this ends up down here somewhere, that means when I'm hooking up my foot, I haven't got to lift it so high to get it to actually change gear. So it's not that I'm getting false neutrals, it's just that when you're nailing it and you're leant forward on the bike, trying to put your weight forward on the bike, essentially you're really struggling to lift your toe up, especially in like riding boots. I mean, if you've got racing boots that are quite flexible, yeah, it's probably a bit better, but I've got sort of fashion boots which are flexible-ish, and I seem to just more often than not, or too often, keep missing that. At least every time I go out on a ride, I get it at least once while I do that. So I think it's just a matter of undoing. There's a 10mm, what looks like a 10mm there on this bar that moves the gear selector. There is a little bit of thread here which I reckon I can wind in. So having not done this before, what I reckon is it'll be this would need to come off. I don't know what size that is because it's not fitting either of mine. It's a very interesting size. Right, let's see what I've got. It's a Torx, not an Allen key, but a Torx, and it is a T30. So let's get a T30 on there and undo that. There's a bit of thread lock on that, just so as you know for the future. And then I'm going to need what I think is a 10mm spanner to loosen that off. Okay, wind that in, and then this bit, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 4 turns, and it seems to be a negative thread. So righty loosey. And right, that's it. Let's get that back on. So I did 4 half turns, so 2 complete turns. We'll soon find out if that was too much or not enough. So I can see already that that has moved the foot peg down quite a bit, I think, actually. So I mean, I can definitely feel it with my trainer on here that it's lower, and I have also found that when I'm changing down gear, I'm having to like lift my boot up and stomp because I've got to get all the way up to it. So perhaps now I'll be able to just downshift without having to lift my boot off the pedal all the time, and upshift without missing the gear. So I'll take that out for a test ride in a little while and see what that has done, but I suspect that that is going to fix most people's little problems. because I've heard a few people say it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the camera and just show you close up what I've done. So remove that with a T30, and then with a 10mm loosen this one off, and then I've wound that in 4 half turns and replace the screw, and hopefully, oh it's so dirty, and hopefully that will fix my shifting problems. Right, thanks YouTube, bye for now.